Alright, so welcome to Tarna. There is actually a number of different regions we can... I'm going to do a quick exploration around the city, but then we're going to go into each of these areas. This should be the inn, if I remember right. This is... There are a lot of Easter eggs, if you want to call them Easter eggs. Maybe cameos might be a better description, that you'll get introduced based on other actual pop culture figures. One who's still relatively popular now, at least to probably people my age and young and older at least. So I'm going to set the speed a little bit. It's kind of slow. And I want to say you can't really chat with random people. Yeah, they don't understand your language, so you'll see lots of just various NPCs. Oh yes, I forgot about this pop culture Easter egg. These are hilarious. Oh, that is a nice trick to skip on writing dialogue for all. Yeah, exactly. I really appreciated some of the things that they did with the interface. They weren't perfect, but they did some things that nobody else does now. I mean, even now you go through dialogue and you're forced to go through the entire thing if you leave and come back. Which is a real mess when I was playing Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, because I could never really keep track of which dialogue trees I kept going down when it would fail. So I'd have to go through it and I'd have to start like either making notes or just guess through it until I got hit with the wrong answer again. So each of these characters, I will talk to them since they're here. These two right here in particular in the center right of the screen are actually based on two characters from a famous television show here in the U.S. I'm not sure how popular it was outside of the U.S. Not Mork and Mindy, no. But from the same era. A little bit before them, really, but from the same era. So we're going to talk to them, and if you're familiar with them, shout out who they are. If not, just say I'm clueless, and I'll be happy to tell you exactly who they came from, and you can go look up some YouTube videos to kind of get an idea of how well they really match these two. Hello, young man. You look like you could use some of our mostly new items. See, I can't do any other voices. So pathetic. Pop, these items aren't new. You know that. I didn't say they were new, dummy. I said they were mostly new. In the world of sales, you got to learn to accentuate the positive. You know where that came from. Mild Disney reference. In other words, lie. I didn't say that. You want to blow this sale? Just you listen and keep your mouth shut. As I was saying, we have the finest selection of mostly new items in the land of Tarna. What can I sell you? You there, you going to buy something, or am I going to have to charge you for sightseeing? No clue about the characters. Fermata, how you doing? Have you found the glory yet? Not yet. Glory has escaped us up to this point. So this is actually a sort of a cult classic TV series that came out in the early 60s here in the US called Sanford and Son. It's so... what's the word? Culturally, it doesn't make a lot of sense outside of the US because it's very, very much tied into the demographics here within the west coast of the US. So basically it's a story about a junkyard keeper and his son and their antics. It's a sitcom. The main character is played by a comedian by the name of Red Fox. I forget who his son was played by, but ultimately, if you go check him out, it's a quite funny show. But some of the jokes might fall flat if you're not really familiar with some of the time, the references of the time in the 70s. It's definitely a series that'll lose, what's the word? It will lose some of its charm as time goes on because it was very much tied into the times and not really Yeah, yeah, timeless, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's not timeless at all. But anyway, so these are salesmen. There's another salesman. All of these guys are going to give us dialogue, so I think you can click on them. Yeah, do not trouble yourself with such actions. All right, so we can chat with them now. They've given us their little dialogue. We can ask them about various things. Merchandise. Just look around. Have you seen such quality used items gathered anywhere? Everyone is guaranteed anachronism. Pop, don't you mean antique? I know what I mean. You keep out of this. As I was saying, they are all real antiques that you won't be able to buy anywhere else, so get them here. If you were looking for the bazaar, you have come to the right place. If you have money, then you are talking to the right man. I know I got something you need somewhere. Oops, hit the wrong person. Hang on a second, let me get back to him, finish his dialogue. There are some folks around here who say that Tarna is going to war is going to put us all out of business. Not me. Like to buy a World War I gas mask? Not many left in stock. Back in a bit. Need more warm drinks. I know how you feel. My associate and myself are quality dealers in used items of unbelievable value. We sell junk. I call him N. Forda, and this dummy here is my son. That's actually how he would refer to his son in the show constantly. You dummy, what are you doing? His son was actually the smart one of the two. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's actually the same dialogue. So it looks like it doesn't matter who I talk to, they're gonna give me the same dialogue, so... Anyway, we can actually buy stuff from them, we can just chat with them. There's also a lot of other stuff here that you can experience. You see a genuine imitation papier-mâché moose head, courtesy of the recycled prop department of Sierra Online. I guess that's from Quest for Glory 1. Ah, I see that you are in need of a new weapon. I have one just right for you. Here is the finest of daggers. It too is made of Damascus steel. It too is sharper than a serpent's tooth. It is small enough to be concealed up your sleeve, to be ready when your foe least expects it. I have without a doubt the best weapons for sale in all of Tarna. If you will be needing a weapon, I am a man you should see. Come, take a look, and buy what you like. Weapons. I have weapons of all types. Look around. Whatever interests you, I will be most overjoyed to sell you. You can see a wide variety of weapons displayed around his stand. Oh, well, okay, so you can actually talk about ones in, individual ones. How are you doing this morning, Fermata? I got up late this morning. I didn't get a chance to alert while I was eating breakfast. I set my alarm for 6:15 instead of 5:15. I have many spears to offer you. The standard spear is a most trusty weapon and can be very useful for hunting. I also have a fine spear for those special occasions like formal weddings and ritual monster killings. I have two types of daggers to fill the needs of most experienced dagger user. I have throwing daggers for damage at a distance, perfectly balanced and sharpened. They are made by the Amanra tribe. I also have a very fine dagger for when combat gets too close for comfort. I have a strongbow made by the Lara tribe. I can make you a good deal on a Lara bow, but Lara bow is the main character for Colonel's Bequest, which was also another Sierra game. That's all good. Thanks for thinking of me anyway. I'm doing all right. It was a relatively quiet stream tonight, but we had some great folk there nonetheless, and my playing was on point, so I'm happy. And that's what matters, right? If you can't make yourself happy, then, you know, that's the problem. But as long as you're happy, that's all good. You have been doing... Do what?
Just enjoy what you're doing.
Just enjoy what you're doing. When I first played the first two of these series, in fact, I think I would have 2 to 3 people in my stream at any given time. And I still had a blast playing it. I really did. It didn't really matter. I just wanted to play the games. I'd had them for a while. And speaking of Lara Bow, Colonel's Bequest was the first of the Lara Bow series. That was the first I'd streamed, and I started streaming because I just wanted to play the game, and it was an extra motivation for me to complete it. Trying to get through playing an old game, you know, with archaic controls, with such low resolution graphics, because really it's not fair to say the artwork is not good compared to today. In fact, I think in many ways it's better, but the low resolution can be detracting for some people. And it was just, again, extra motivation. But yeah, so it doesn't really matter. But I've noticed you have been doing exceptionally well. Like your streams have been exploding the past couple of months now, really, and I think that's just fantastic to see. I'm really happy for you on that. Having a slow day is not a bad thing. Last night was a slow night. I don't know if it was Twitch or if it was just me. Maybe I was being twitchy. Let's see, arrows. I have some Conquest brand arrows in stock. Unfortunately, they are only for the longbow. So Conquest of Camelot came out right about the same time Quest for Glory 3 did, which was another Sierra game. So another little reference. Have you ever seen a lovelier sword? So delicately balanced, so smooth and fine, this is a weapon for heroes. Yes, overall I've quadrupled in growth the past month. You have. It's amazing watching that. There's a couple of people I've been watching very closely as they've grown, and I've been really happy to see such massive growth. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think it's largely because of your playing. I'd love to say that it was all because of your performance in general. I think that's really where it comes from. I mean, your interaction with the stream is fantastic as well, but both of them combined, it's a force to be reckoned with. So this guy sells... Yeah, you see a greasy-looking individual. You know, like some of the people I work with. Oil, sahib, oil of all types and uses. Make your hair stay out of your eyes with oil. Yeah, this guy's really great. I have fine virgin olive oil for use. You might have. The bazaar is a good place to talk with merchants and buy oil. I have heard that the king of Tarna wants us to go to war in order to drive all the humans away from the city forever. I don't think that's actually the way it is. I am Zaituni bin Dun. May I have some oil, friend? Your positivity is awe-inspiring. Well, you know, if I can't be positive, then I shouldn't be here at all. I mean, you know, make that quote worthy. I mean, really, if I can't be positive, I don't want to be here at all. I got enough negativity in my life. I don't need to add to it, right?
Bring positivity to the world, not negativity.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a variation on the idea of if I've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But yeah, the world definitely needs more positivity. A most glorious and lovely day, kind sir. Can I sweeten your life today? Let me guess. Oh, you sell honey. Okay. This honey is taken from the hives of wild bees, Effendi. My men travel all around the savannah watching for the honeybird to guide them to a hive. They stun the bees with smoke and take the honey. I strain it and bottle it and sell the works of 5 men for only 80 commons. The wild bees nest near the tops of trees. They are very dangerous, for they will easily sting a man to death. The honeybird loves honey, Effendi. He tries to get people in the savannah to follow him to a hive. There he will wait for the person to rob the hive and leave the honeybird a gift of honey. When the person is gone, the honeybird flies down and eats the sticky golden honey. A most useful and cunning little bird is the honeybird, Effendi. This bazaar is the only place in Tarna where you can buy my fine honey. He's not going to have a lot to say. None of these guys really have a lot to say. For the most part, you could skip some of the dialogue after you've talked to one. Let's see. There is much talk that the leopard men are killing the Simbani people. Why can't people learn to live in peace like bees in a hive? I get that. I was a little concerned that I might have been appearing grumpy on stream at one point, but it's so hard to be grumpy when I'm playing music, isn't it? You kind of get focused on what you're doing. You know what? I think we all kind of experience a little bit of that. There's been days where I sit here and I think to myself, God, I really should just go ahead and call it a night, and walk away because maybe I'm just not quite feeling it or I'm not quite in the mood for it. That's fair. It actually caught me on one of those days, and he made me laugh, which helped me snap out of it. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, playing good songs might be a part of the reason. It really is, honestly. Creation, to me, creating anything, any kind of art, as crappy as I am with the visual side of it, and poor as I might be with the audio side of it, anything I can do to create is oftentimes a great way for me to release some of that feeling, because I think you can take any energy, negative and positive, and channel it into something that you've created. And you can use that energy to focus on your creation. And while the negativity might influence it, I've rarely found where it influences it in a bad way. It just adds to the emotion of whatever you're doing. And maybe it won't be necessarily appropriate. For example, you wouldn't want to be playing a lullaby in an angry way. But go to sleep, go to sleep. What do you end up with, like death metal version of Brahms' lullaby? But don't be so negative. You have quite a nice quality at putting in the extra work for even yeah, exactly. But anyway, yeah, you can take the negativity and you can use it for positive reasons. Like, for example, negative feedback can be used to improve, which results in positivity, right? So, and you've heard that if you've ever had a job anywhere where you get a review. Well, I guess that depends on your creative direction. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Deviant art, for example, is a good way of taking positive and turning them and using a negative energy to produce something quite different. Go to sleep, go to sleep. But yeah, so the kid's back there laughing. She's trying not to. Yes. Yes, Coffee has cooking and she has crochet and any number of ways to let that out without it being just negativity for negative sake.
And there are times where I just say screw all of it and you sit there and play Bejeweled.
Yeah. And me, I'll play Quake or something like that. Even just letting out some frustrations from the week when working on the car. Not in a negative way, but it just gives you that focus. You know what I mean? You can just kind of sit there and think about what you're doing, and you just let it flow out.
Go do some hack slash and dead rising.
Yeah, slamming the coffee cup on the table rhythmically. Yeah, there you go.
That doesn't work very well. You spill your drink.
Yeah, I'd spill my coffee. That would be miserable. That's a party foul.
I don't cry over spilled milk, but I'll lose my mind over spilled coffee.
Coffee says she doesn't cry over spilled milk, but she does cry over spilled coffee. I'm going to save this in the bazaar. Like meditation, music performance is like that for me as well. Believe it or not, meditation and music to me are pretty much the same way. One of the rituals, when I used to practice, when I played trombone regularly. Actually, I'll give you an example. I did a music camp between high school and college where we spent 6 weeks just focused 12 hours a day on performance and education in every bit of music that we could. Spilled coffee is a crying shame, isn't it? And I kind of developed a ritual that carried with me for a while afterwards. And that ritual, I would get up, and it was early. It was always about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I would get up, I would go get something to eat, brush my teeth, get hydrated, basically, go downstairs into one of the practice rooms, which were actually a decent-sized room. It was really the size of pretty typical office, for a lot of not executives, but for a lot of maybe low-level executives. And sit down. I'd have a a cup of water with me, just water, not ice water, but room temperature, because it's hard to play brass and woodwind when you're constantly freezing your lips with ice. It kind of messes with you. But anyway, room temperature water. I would sit down. This is my ritual, right? So I sit down. I would start my breathing exercises, and I would really just close my eyes and just sit there. And I would begin with just the whole slow breathing, sort of the meditation beginning of it. And I would just start focusing on that relaxation. And I would get to a point where I just felt relaxed and just completely centered and not really worried about anything else. And I got to a point where I actually would start practicing, and I would practice so long I would lose track of what time it was. And there was actually a time, I need to keep that paused, actually. I think the timer runs. Because it's starting to get dark in the game. I just noticed that. I forgot it actually has day and night cycles. Anyway, I would get so focused that I would lose track of the time while practicing. There was actually a day where I didn't have any classes or rehearsals that were required. I think it was a weekend. And I ended up waking up and practicing so long I completely missed lunch and realized it was starting to get dark. I just got so focused on it and completely lost track of it all. And what was amazing is I hadn't blown my chops by that point. I'd probably been playing for a good, probably 12 hours, pretty much nonstop. And at that point I realized, oh wait, that's just a little too much. I mean, because you can do damage doing that. Sadly, there's individuals who have injured themselves in such pursuits. Phil Collins, even Eric Clapton has started complaining recently about nerve damage and whatnot, saying he's really kind of losing his ability to finally control his playing. But in any case, yeah, you have to be careful. But that to me, that was my ritual. That was my meditation. It really is very much a meditation, playing music. Oh crap, it's starting to get dark. I need to go to the inn. I love the day and night cycles. This is awesome. Yeah, you know what? See, all the bizarre people have left. So this will be the end of day 1, and I haven't actually explored anywhere else. I completely forgot about the day-night cycles. Habari Buana, Naharak Said Effendi, welcome to the Welcome Inn, son of the Sultan. I am known as the Welcome Woman. Ooh, I thought the idle chatting made the game turn into some sort of screensaver mode. No, it's got a day and night cycle. Krisha, the Mother of Magic, has a room for you here. It is the first door on the right after you go up the stairs. I hope it will serve you well. I must return to work now, but if you would like a meal, just take a seat on one of the tables. At one of the tables, not on one of the tables. That would be rude. It has a day and night cycle. The first game that I'm aware of, now I don't know if it's the first game to actually possess one, but it is the first game I'm aware of that had a day and night cycle, was King's Quest IV. And that was actually advertised on the box, because I remember my mother and I reading the box. We were in a... yeah, they did, didn't they? I remember my mother and I were trying to decide, what's our first game we're going to play? We've got a PC, we want to play a game, see what it's like, you know? And we were looking on the back of the box. We were in a Target, which is a department store that's still popular here in the U.S. It's not a Walmart by any means, but it's very much like a Walmart. In any case, they had a PC gaming section, and you could go and just search through them. Well, they had Dungeons and Dragons games, they had Infocom games, you know, like Zork and stuff like that, but they had King's Quest IV, which was brand new at the time, and that we were looking on the back and we're like, oh, cool, look at this, it goes day and night, and you got this, and you got that, and it's talking about all this cool stuff, so we decided to buy that one. And we came home, and this was the first time we'd ever seen it, so technically, the second PC game I ever played had day and night cycle. The first one that I had was actually, what was it, Zork, the original Zork. That had no graphics. Alright. So we're going to have a seat here at the table. She's going to come out and give us a little dialogue. But see, I love the background art. Look at this! I mean, they've got the background of Tarna. Hello, Hera Sunshine. What can I do for you? Aw, so you can flirt with this lady too, by the way. My name is Jana Jamil, which means beautiful paradise in Arabic. Like all good inns, this is a very good restaurant. We serve meals from dawn until midnight. Many who live in this city dine with us. Is that a clown on the right? Yes, it is. On the left, yeah. I can't read. Yes, it is a clown on the left. We will go visit the clown. Each day we serve a different main course. All meals come with a salad, vegetables, and warm bread with butter. Just ask for the menu of the day. Most of humans who live in Tarna will not be able to speak your language unless they are merchants. However, Khatib Makarim, the survivor of the peace missions, comes here sometimes and used to speak your language well. How long are you planning on streaming? Probably be here for another 4 hours. That's the goal. We might actually get out of the inn in 4 hours. Pixelmancy! Oh my god, welcome in! Welcome in. How are you today? You caught us at a good point. We're really just kind of getting into it. Welcome, Raiders. Awesome. The game terrorist. Pixelmancy, howdy. How are you? Come on up, cat. There you are. Hey, boy. Are you going to bite me now? He's cold. See, he wants a lap, but he also doesn't want me to move. Cirrus654. How are you? Okay, cool. Just going to go for a walk. Okay, no problem. Stretch the legs. I'll be back in a half an hour or so. Awesome. This game is very cool. We played through it a while ago. Did you really? That is good to hear. Hang on a second here. I should be paused as long as I'm in the dialogue. There's no graphical motion anyway. So what were you playing? Tell me about your game. Was it fun? Did you enjoy it? Did you have a good stream? Playing retro? While you're formulating that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about my stream. On Fridays, I do mostly retro PC gaming in general, but on Fridays, we do point-and-click adventure games. We just finished Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade last Friday, and we just began Quest for Glory 3 this morning. My goal for this year is to produce as close to pixel perfect as I can for DOS without actually going out and buying a really old PC, 25-plus-year-old PC, and running it in DOS itself. So, as it stands, I think we're pretty close. And the audio, of course, we're emulating MT32 as I'm broke and can't afford $300 plus for a 30-year-old piece of hardware. So you're playing Police Quest 1 VGA version, first playthrough, but it's been pretty good so far. I did play the original Police Quest when it came out. I do have the entire Sierra series of all their major titles: Police Quest, Leisure Suit Larry series, King's Quest, Quest for Glory, Space Quest, Gabriel Knight, Larabo. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, so this is actually MT32 on emulated audio as well. Kai-san, welcome in. Good morning. But yeah, so we're trying to do this as close as we can to the original DOS experience. Cat wants to nibble on my arm again. He's being very... Have I played Willy Beamish? I have not, actually. I want to. I have not played Willy Beamish. I'm aware of it. Thank you for that follow too, Pixelmancy. I appreciate that. Those units will certainly set you back a bit. That's really cool though, especially as I know there were some issues when played this in DOSBox. Well, the good news is we have someone who might be able to help with those issues if they arise. So, as we play through it, they'll be more than fully aware of any weird things that happen, and maybe we can resolve those. We'll see. Originally, I started playing this. I didn't complete the third one, and I actually did it in ScumVM, but I really wanted to do it in DOSBox and get as close to the original DOS's experience as possible. ScumVM actually replaces the executable rather than using the original, so it changes the experience some. It does give a different effect. Oh, nice. For me, I just found the combat was a lot harder compared to running it in Scum VM. Did you really? Okay. We're about to find that out because we sat here and chatted so long. I forgot that there's actually a time cycle, a day-night cycle in this, and it resulted in me standing in the bazaar so long that it started getting dark, and I went, oh wait, I forgot. We need to go like pause it or something. Because honestly, we've been streaming now for 2 hours, and we're roughly 10 minutes into the game. 15 minutes maybe at most. But yeah, we're doing everything we can to get not only the exact aspect ratio as close to pixel perfect as possible, no interpolation or any of that kind of stuff. Although I'm running it at 1600 by 1000, it's scaled to fit. So what you're seeing on your screen, if you have a 1080p monitor and maximize the stream, you should be seeing roughly the same resolution I am. Do what? Oh yeah, I'm starting to see some network issues. Hang on a second here. I don't know if that's Twitch. Oh yeah, Twitch had a little bit of a hiccup. I see it. It's back to normal now. But yeah, so we're having a blast with this. I love this series. Cubics even mentioned is that a clown on the left, running into Sanford and Son, an old comedy duo from a TV series. Get a bit of buffering there. It looked like either I had a hiccup on my network or Twitch did, but Twitch isn't reporting any issues now. It looks like it's good. It just had a little blip for a few minutes. So hopefully that settles. Sometimes it stops. Wasn't sure if it was on my end. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if it's on my end or Twitch's end, although I can bring up Twitch. Oh heck, what's the name of that? They actually have a technical site for it. Twitch Inspector. I could bring up Twitch Inspector and kind of keep it going. Actually, I might do that just because. There we go. Unstable event for about 3.5 minutes, but it's looking good now. It's considering it stable. But yes, the pixel art and music is so great in these old games. It's good to try and run them as they were originally intended. Well, part of the reason that initially got me, the reason why I wanted to, is because I was aware of MT32 and ad-lib sound back when these games came out, and I so badly wanted to be able to play them that way, but they were expensive. I mean, in 1987, when or whatever, 87-ish, when the MT32 came out, they were $600. To a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, that's just way too much money. Pixel art ages so much better than old 3D. It does. Number one, there's not so much that needs to be done to it to get it to render properly, so you can actually see the actual artwork without a whole lot of effort. My cat's being a real punk, let me tell you. So, let's see. There we go. It looks like I'm getting a periodic buffer, just looking at it, but it is stable now, so we're going to just leave it as is, see how it goes. Twitch. But anyway, we were just running through the dialogue with Jaina, the welcome woman. Have you ever played Quest for Glory? If you've obviously started on Police Quest. I don't know how familiar you are with the Sierra series, so I don't know what depth you've gone. Let's see. There are many merchants in the Bazaar of Tarna. Thank you for that, Survivor. Khatib Mukarim was once a brilliant speaker and diplomat for Tarna. Since he returned from the peace mission, he has been very ill and seldom speaks. Yeah, and brown-colored age hasn't started yet, which makes it a bit more fun to look at. Yeah, they did kind of get crazy with the color palettes in the mid-90s. I think Quake really was pretty much anything brownish in the color palette. It was so limited. Doom was more bluish-green. And so was Quake 2, actually, for that matter, gray and bluish green. Yep, we played through Quest for Glory up to number 3, also played through all of the King's Quest and Space Quest. Space Quest is my favorite series. I've done the first one. Finished that one before I did Last Crusade. I need to go back and finish the series. My intention at this point is we played the first 2 about a year ago, first 2 of Quest for Glory. My intent is to play 3, 4, and 5. And then I have a secret series that I haven't talked about yet that I will be playing after that. I'm really looking forward to it because it has such really cool audio, especially in the intro. And it's a huge series. It's a really, really big series. So I'm looking forward to that one. As soon as we're done with these 3, that's the goal. Before you arrived here, the rulers of Tarna sent out some diplomats to meet with the leopard men in the jungle. Only Karib returned, which is why he is called a survivor. Recently did Space Quest where you start with a droid in a destroyed city. That was 4, wasn't it? Finished that one, was fun. Because I'd seen people play it, and I always wanted to, but I never actually played that series. I mean, as a kid, I was kind of at the mercy of whatever my mother was willing to buy, so she never got into that series. But that sounds vaguely familiar to me, and I think that was 4. It was 4, yeah, okay. That was your favorite one? I think that was probably a fan favorite overall, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that was the pinnacle of the series. You have only to be seated upon a pillow, and I will enter and serve you as best I may. Oh yeah, we already talked about menu, food. Samosa Yaswala is a tasty meat pie with gazelle. Ooh, I bet that's kind of gamey. Tarna is a large city and kingdom. The stairs down from this plateau lead to the bazaar, where the merchants of many lands sell their goods from the stairs above us. You can see the entrances to the Hall of Judgment and the King's Chambers. The first point-and-click one, and first with spoken dialogue. Oh, okay. Yeah, because Gary Owens. Gary Owens! Yes, I love Gary Owens. Yeah, the voice acting was awesome. You want to hear some really bad voice acting from a Sierra game? Play Lara Bow and the Dagger of Amon-Ra. Oh my god. I love the game. I'm not knocking it, but the voice acting was a point of hilarity. It was so bad in some places. Amon-Ra. Her accent was horrible. I only say that because I'm from a region. I'm from a region where she's supposed to be from, and her accent was not right. It was so exaggerated, but they can never really get southern accents right anyway. It's always a challenge. Especially Southern Belle. You played the floppy version growing up. Not right. Oh, it was bad. I mean, it should be something like this, but no, it wasn't like this. It sounded like somebody trying to force it out. It was horrible. The floppy version growing up. Let me see. I played the floppy version of this. Quest for Glory 1 and 2. King's Quest 4. Colonel's Bequest and Lara Bow and the Dagger of Amon-Ra. All of those we did in floppy. After that, it's pretty much CD-ROM from that point after. It was like Monkey Island. Oh, we did Monkey Island on floppy disk, too. Maybe the second one on floppy disk. I can't remember if that one had CD-ROM available or not. Let's see. Yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah, anyways, I'm off to head off to bed and don't want to hold you. No, you were fine. I absolutely love talking about this stuff. There's so much dialogue in this. Most of it's irrelevant to actually go through. It's just there. So I clicked through this stuff to get rid of it because it just keeps going. We'll have to pop back in to see what this mystery series is. Oh yes, trust me. I haven't seen anybody stream them. Although somebody is streaming one from another part of the same series. Mystery hype. You are a PNC fanatic. Point and click unite! Maybe I need to make a new emote. If I can get to 50 subs, I'll do a new a new emote. It'll be point and click unite. Have a good one, Pixelmancy. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for the raid. You are awesome. If you are not following Pixelmancy, definitely go give him a follow. Check him out. Thank you for that raid. You guys rock. And I hate to say it, but I need to quake a pick. My words are all mixed up. I need to go take a very quick bio break, grab some more coffee, which will probably result in a bio break later. If you can just give me a moment, I'll be right back, and we'll move forward from here. Glad to see the stream still seems a little stable, so give me just a moment. I will return shortly. Oh, thank you for that. Sorry about that brief, yeah, I don't have words. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. By the way, I did want to tell you a little bit more about my stream. So, as I mentioned, I do mostly retro PC games. Fridays, we do the point-and-click adventures. It's just something we do different compared to the rest of the week. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, I do a first or third-person retro series of some kind. Currently, we're playing Tomb Raider 4, which is the last revelation. It's not officially the Tomb Raider 4, it's just the fourth in the series. And on Wednesday nights, I do it's usually a little more community interactive as far as the games are concerned. Like, for example, last Wednesday, we did, where'd it go? Oops, grabbed the wrong one. Not that. Last Wednesday, this just a couple days ago, we were playing on an old PlayStation, the original PlayStation 1. We were doing a little bit of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Wheel of Fortune. So we do that kind of thing as well. And we've actually got a third-person adventure game that we're going to be doing after we finish Tomb Raider. We're going to do some Harry Potter on it, too, just because. That'll be our Wednesday and Thursday mornings. Stuff I never played, stuff I wanted to play, but this is more just to give people more opportunity to be a part of the stream as opposed to just being a watcher. And on Thursday nights, my wife and I, Coffee Casual, we usually do a co-op of some kind. And then on Friday nights, tonight, although my wife unfortunately didn't sleep so well as we'd like to have, we do a community, friends and family type multiplayer. So if you're around or if you'd like, we also allow community to join in on some things like Jackbox, golf with your friends, things like that. We just ask no trolls. Have I played the Goblins series? No, but it is one that I am interested in. I know that was also Sierra. Or at least they did a remake or something. I forget. There was a Goblins that Sierra did. But I hadn't played it. I'm going to run through these dialogues for the most part. These are all generic responses, just basically giving us information we already have. If there's anything in here that'll trigger quest points, it'll just add to it because we've gone through it, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so we got that, the room. We're already aware of all of this stuff. Or at least I am anyway. For the most part, if we were actually moving right along, we would go through all the dialogue. It would take days to play this game. In your room, you will find a chest that only you can open. You can use it to store extra items. Oh yeah, I forgot you actually have that. That's pretty cool. Goblins I remember from the Amiga days. Yep. I don't know why she's not... Let me see. Alright, let's go talk to the clown and look at him, because this was something Cubics had brought up, and I thought this was actually really funny. You are in Tarna's finest establishment. Of course, it is the only eating establishment in Tarna. It also has rooms for rent upstairs. Welcome to the Welcome Inn. It's a silly clown from Trial by Fire. Wait a minute, I don't remember a silly clown there. Some of the goblins' puzzles became a bit hard to grasp near the end. Well, that was, yeah. It was also during an era where they didn't care if you were gonna lock yourself, like you just couldn't finish it. If you have need of magic, I shall be honored to serve you, Krisha. The laws of Tarna, thou shalt harm none. Thou shalt not use magic upon the streets of Tarna. Thou shalt not take that which is not thine. Thou shalt behave with honor. Potions, pills, and positivity. Visit the apothecary for all your health needs. Good vibrations and potations for everyone. You need it? We got it. See us in the bazaar, the newly used emporium of irregular antiques and interesting items. Boy, that's a tongue twister. And I don't think I can really communicate with most of these folks. They won't talk. The clown waves at you and says something silly. She says, Ma Fimtish. She just stares at you. You guess she doesn't understand your language. The man answers, Ma Fimtish, Effendi. Alright, yes. The man ignores you. Wow, what a rude jerk. He says something like, either he doesn't understand your language or he talks with his mouth full. Alright, we're gonna go up to his room. Check out this chest. Look at the size of that chest. It's as big as his bed. The huge chest looks like a good place to store those things you really don't need to carry around. The chest is empty. Wow, like that sound. Listen to that click. You straighten your jacket and retie your boots. Appearances count. Sleep in the chest. There you go. Yeah, I wish... yeah, you can't make him do that, but that would be funny. No one seems to be listening. Doesn't say much. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. You see an urn with no obvious use other than decoration. You see a large empty decorative pot. You see a rounded short table. Of course, you can't look at the candle. There it is. The flame on the candle lights up the room. Doesn't seem to light it up very well. You have a nice view of the city and the savannah beyond from this window. All right, let's go take a nap. Silent candles. How novel. All right, we'll sleep until morning. So this is the end of day 1. The end of day 2, when we wake up, we actually are supposed to travel to the Simbani village. So we've only got one more day to explore Tarna. There are a few things we need to do in Tarna before we move on beyond here. We can always come back later, but I want to make sure we don't miss any triggered events. So let's see. All right, so this is the beginning of day 2. I like the little scarab beetle icon for making you wait. This guy moved from this seat to this seat. How rude. That's my chair, dude. The way she comes sashaying out from the side of the screen. Oh, it's cold. Good day, friend of paladins and kings. How best may I serve you? Please give me food. We have a meal from my own family's recipes. Today is honeyed goat eyes with almonds and rice.
My favorite.
That's it's one of my favorites. That's what she says. Goat's eyes are a delicacy among the people from the north. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Flirt. It is not just the room you warm with your sunshine, O Prince of Passion. Your words inflame my cheeks and other places. Oh. I didn't mean to do that one. There we go. Tell about Shapir. You tell the welcome woman about the adventures in Shapir. Yeah, whoa, indeed. They were almost family friendly. You're indeed quite a hero seeker of peace. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. I keep hitting the wrong giggity. Didn't intend to do that. Like all good ends, this says very good food. There we go. Order meal. I will bring your meal right out.
Inconceivable!
Then she turns around and blows a kiss at him. That's hilarious.
Whoa!
Here is your feast. May it please you. You bring out your money to pay for your meal. I am sorry, he who travels far, but I cannot accept this strange coin from far away. You will need to visit the money changer. I will just charge this meal to your room. All right, so that's actually one of the things I need to do. There's an event. Even if it was a bit strange, it was very tasty. There's an event that I need to do in the bazaar that I missed because it was so late in the day in the game. So now that we're done there, let's go visit the rest of the people that we're supposed to talk to before we leave for Simbani. We'll step in here real quick and talk to our mystery guest, because there's actually another funny pop culture figure in here that some people might recognize. Oh, hi! You must be the Prince of Shapir people are talking about. Wow, I've never met a real prince before. Welcome to my apothecary, Prince. My name is Salim Nas. That means healthy soul in Arabic, and in numerology I am an 8. I am also a Libra. He's also a hippie. Numerology is the science of numbers. The letters of my name add up to 8, which is a very well-rounded number and very auspicious. Libra, you know, is the scale. That means I'm a well-balanced individual. What's your sign? God only knows. So the apothecary, this is the place to purchase pills and potions. I call it Salim's Holistic Health and Happiness Eclectic Energy Emporium. Don't make me say that again. But you can call it an apothecary. I carry crystals and promote peace and pyramid power. How may I help you, sir? Why, I'm happy to sell you whatever you need to contribute to your physical and psychic well-being. I see by your aura that you are a hero, so I'll sell you the things heroes need. Your aura, the psychic rainbow of your soul that radiates around you. Your aura is particularly auspicious, you know. Very well-rounded. So anybody recognize who this character is supposed to be portraying? He's still relatively famous today, but his his partner, as far as his acting and comedy partner, is probably more famous than he is. One pill makes you better, one pill makes you well, and the ones that give you mana are the ones I sell. Just ask Salim. I'm sure you'll find them swell. For a minute there, I thought I was going to start singing White Rabbit from Jefferson Airplane. Huh? Yep. Coffee figured it out. Mana, 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 mana. Everyone's always looking for mana. Or was that money? Oh, anyway, these are the pills. 'Twill refill your magic till. I use them still. Oh, come on with the rhymes here, buddy. Let's see. If you want to be well, my healing pills are made of homeopathic herbs. Unfortunately, I'm all out of the feathers to make more, so I guess I'm gonna have a quest. I must find more feathers. To make the healing pills, I need the feather of a honeybird. The happier the honeybird, the more effective the pill. If the feather is from an ex-avian, then the pill is a dud. You need to get the feather non-violently. The honeybird is, well, kind of a bird, you know. It has wings, and it's got this thing about honey. It would be really cosmic if you could bring me a feather. Take care to keep your karma clean. It takes a happy feather to make a happy pill, so please don't bruise the bird or the feather will fail. When you're vexed by bad vibes from venom, you need to reorient your chakras and balance your body. My pills are totally pure, all natural ingredients with good karma cookies and crazy good loving. Take them before or after you get hurt. They'll make you feel good. Gee, this doesn't sound bad at all, does it? I'm really a lot more into pills than potions. God, Tarna doesn't have a recycling center for potion bottles, I'm afraid. They're a little behind the times, you know. But hey, I think I do have a recipe for one potion around here somewhere. Did your horoscope say anything about needing a potion to dispel magic anytime soon? Wow, I've never sold one of those. I'll need to look it up in my book. Hey, check this out in the pharmacopoeia. Wow, man. I've already gotten most of this stuff. There's the bee's knees and the ibis's eyelashes and a clear amethyst crystal. Out of sight, so like all I need now is some water from the pool of peace, a gift from the heart of the world, and oh yuck, the fruit of a venomous vine. That really shouldn't be too much of a problem for a hero like you, should it? Maybe if you can get the missing ingredients, I'll make you up a potion. Plants are like people. They love to share their hopes, their dreams, their finest feelings with you. Have you hugged a tree today? Boogie with the baobab, and polka with the palm, mambo with the mango, and fandango with the fronds. I have these really neat dreams about dancing with a tree. Dude, come on with the... I dream I'm in this, like, desert place with, like, golden sand and stuff. I'm dancing with this tree, you know, and it, like, changes suddenly. This tree's like a woman, and, like, she's beautiful. It's really magical.
You keep almost going into Shaggy voice.
I know, right? So that actually is a reference from Quest for Glory to Owlcat. I'm sorry. Go on. Go cool off. Oh, holler yourself somewhere else. Jeez. Sorry. I don't know why he's being such a butthead again. All right, get comfortable again. All right, so we're going to talk to... This is, by the way, Tommy Chong is who this is supposed to be, from Cheech and Chong. Oh, yeah. So the dream basically is a reference to the princess? I forget what lady it was. That was... she was turned into a tree in the desert, and you have to save her. Bernhardt! Doing good, man. How about you? How are you doing today? You need to get in touch with your feelings, man. You've got to find your center and attune your aura to the cosmos. I really should do this in Shaggy's voice, shouldn't I? Like, man! I can't do his voice anymore. I just don't have it. No one seems to be listening. I came to Tarna because I heard they had these neat pyramids. I wanted to find a place where nobody steps on your space. I also heard rumors of a magical tree somewhere in the jungle. I heard from some tribesmen that somewhere in the jungle is a tree they call Mother of the World. I'd sure like to see it someday. He does look like Chong. He's supposed to. There's a few pop culture references in here, and I mean by a few, a lot. It's kind of the thing for this series. Actually, the same for Space Quest. A lot of the Sierra games are really heavy into it. In fact, the end of the first one is, I can't remember, I think it's the end of the first one. When you fly away on a magic carpet, you actually see the Enterprise fly across the screen too. Alright, so we're going to leave him here for now. I'm not going to buy any pills or anything because I don't need them yet, but that's one guest that we have run across. And of course the first one's really heavy into Grimm's fairy tales, so like for example, and some old European lore as well, folklore. Baba Yaga being the key enemy in it. Part 4 is your favorite? Awesome. So here's Sanford and Son. We've already done... Oh, here we go. Look at this stuff. You ever seen anything better partially used items anywhere? I thought you were calling it mostly new. Will you just get out of here and let me handle this, dummy? I love the music. God, this music's great. Alright, so this is where the money changer is, if I remember right. When it loads. No, you can't get in my lap. You're gonna bite on my arm. Yes, here we go. You enter the north end of the bazaar and witness a dispute. What are you doing? That is not right! Stop him! Thief! Thief! Okay, so this is important. We're gonna save it, because I'm gonna try something here that is against the laws. Ooh, it's an automatic save. I didn't realize this had autosave. Autosave in 1989. How amazing is that? Alright. Bizarre. thief. We're gonna try and stop this thief, but I'm gonna have to use magic to do it. Bananas, papayas, and pomegranates for sale. I don't want to talk to you, dude. I got a thief to catch. Please accompany us to the Hall of Judgment. Yeah, I think I'm about to get yelled at for casting magic in the streets. How's it going, Chubbs? This is the third one. Oh, Judgment of the Thief. Interesting. Oh, is it oh, it is 92. I'm sorry. But still. Autosave from 1992, nonetheless. I don't know why I was thinking. I think I'm thinking A Quest for Glory 1 from 89. Broken the laws of Tarna by taking things belonging to... Yeah. Hey, big deal. Actually, I am going to reload. I didn't want it to end that way. I'm doing well. I don't remember if I can stop the thief. Stop, thief! Okay, so I guess I do have to go to the Hall of Judgment and talk to him about it. I couldn't remember if I could stop him or not. You are led here by the guard to the Hall of Judgment to attend the judgment of the thief. The Council of Judgment has determined that you, Harami, have broken the laws of Tarna by taking things belonging to others. You have shown yourself to be without honor. Do you have anything you wish to say before you are named honorless? Hey, big deal. Then by the judgment of the Council and the laws of Tarna, you, Harami, are now formally named honorless. So you have acted, so you shall be. The honorless must leave the hall. The Council of Judgment now summons the Prince of Shapir. Since I didn't cast magic, this shouldn't impact the dialogue. The Prince of Shapir aided my guards in the capture of the honorless one. The Council of Judgment commends the Prince of Shapir's actions on behalf of Tarna and thanks him. King Raja orders Rakesh and the Prince of Shapir to meet with him in his chambers immediately. You may enter into the presence of Raja Sa Tarna. You know, I figured this was going to be Raja Sa Tarna, I stand before you. Rakesh Sa Tarna, you stand before me in honor. This is my friend, Prince of Shapir. You do not ask questions of me unless I invite you to do so, human. I figure he acts like a jerk, so right? Rakesh, you brought along this Prince of Shapir to help you bring peace. How can a human be of such service to a Liontar? So, human, you have imitated Rakesh and become a paladin. Why did you follow him here? Don't you think Rakesh is enough of a paladin to handle the situation? Yeah, he's not going to let me talk. So this Prince of Shapir has come to bring peace and harmony to Tarna? You grow too old, Rakesh, if you must depend on a human for help. Your age has made you cowardly and taken away your honor. Rakesh, you of anyone should be demanding war instead of talking about peace. Rishika is lost. Your own daughter has been killed by the leopard men. Do you not want revenge? Santana. The truth of what has happened to Rishika has not been determined. When I know for certain about Rishaka, whatever. Actually, I will deal with the matter myself. I do not need all of Tarna to suffer the horrors of war for my daughter. They're brothers, by the way. The king and Rashik. Revenge for the sake of revenge is pointless. Mindless revenge is pure stupidity. Rakesh, you... Human, do you have anything important to add to this conversation? Oh, do I? My people are great people. We have ruled this land since the beginning of time. Thank you for the lurk, Cubics. We'll be here. Okay, more dialogue. Servants. They have the honor to serve me, of course. This is my kingdom. I have ruled here since Rakesh stepped down many years ago. Rakesh was king here at one point. My brother may be a fool, but he ruled this kingdom well. The rule of this kingdom is mine. If the Council of Judgment cannot come to a decision, it is my word which is the law. If I say war and the Council cannot agree, then there will be war. Enough of this, I am weary of speaking to a human. Human, you may leave our presence now. I wish to speak further to Rakesh. Alright, so we're going to continue to explore. There's actually a room up here we need to visit as well, but what we're going to do is go back to the bazaar because I need to get my money exchanged before it gets night. Once it gets nighttime, I won't be able to do it. The money changer will be gone. The next day we're supposed to travel to the Simbani village, which is its own perilous journey because you get attacked repeatedly, and my character's really not that well built. In fact, I question whether or not my character is equal to or less than the default character if I were to just play the game without actually importing from the previous Quest for Glory, so it is what it is. Naharak Saeed Effendi, good day. I am the money changer Dahab Nakalis. Do you wish to exchange some foreign corn for the... Corn? Foreign coin for the money of Tarna? The gold coin of Tarna is called royal. The brass coin is called the common. These are the coins of the realm. A royal is the worth of the dinar and shapir. There are 100 commons to 1 royal. I will trade foreign money for the money of Tarna. For this I must charge a fee of 10% of the amount exchanged. I also will trade 100 commons for 1 royal. My wife has told me that her friend has said that she heard about somebody who saw someone with eyes that glowed red at night. God, that was confusing. I am well, and my daughter has recently gifted me with my first grandson, so I am happy also. Okay, so I think I must actually have to give him the money, so let's... Where is it? There it is. So we're going to pick this up and give it to him. Exchange all to royals. Katir Kaik. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Many thanks. So that should give us all... Yeah, 180 royals. Total weight 180. Wow, okay. The simple money pouch contains all the money you have with you. We'll get more money as we go on, too, so it's not like this really the end of it. There is more. Let's see. Let's talk to this guy. He sells skins if I... Hojambu Wana. I have many animal hides and leathers items for sale, as you can see. The price I charge will depend upon the item. I think I missed a dialogue option. I have many... Oh, yeah, we already talked about that one. I didn't miss it. I just didn't read what it was. I do not gossip, wanna. I make things from leather. Like what? So we'll talk to the fruit vendor. Bananas, papayas, and pomegranates for sale. Will you not buy some fruit from your hunger, far traveler? Yes, yes, yes. What do you have? Fruit. Ah, what fruit do you desire? All that you could ever wish I have here. Pineapples, papayas, passion fruit, coconuts, and limes. Bananas, dates, and oranges. Purchase and eat to your heart's delight. So, well, I guess this is foreign, so you kind of have to suspend belief. But, let's see. Limes and oranges would likely not have existed at this point, since this would have been pre-colonization of the North American continent, if I'm not mistaken. Oranges were native largely to the southeastern part of the U.S. before being exported in the North American continent. Well, then when the American continents in general being colonized. So what else do we have here? Price. The price of the fruit is a mere pittance compared to the pleasure that the fruit gives. You may have 6 of the fruits of your choice, but for 50 commons. I have heard from those who bring my fruit from the jungle that strange monsters now roam near the waterfall, monsters even stranger than you can imagine. Alas, I am but a poor man today, for no one has had the pleasure of buying my fruit. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think all I have to do is just click on him with the money pouch. Yes, okay, so this brings up our purchase dialogue, which is kind of cool, really, right? So it's pretty straightforward. Samra bin Bala, fresh fruit. So I can buy mixed fruit for 50 commons. It's the only thing he sells. I can change the quantity, I can purchase, I can bargain. Oh, I can bargain, really? So I'm going to guess honor might play into how much he will be willing to sell stuff for, so we'll make an offer. Would you, wealthy beyond dreams, quibble with the poor man over a few commons? This is the finest, freshest fruit you can buy. Surely such quality demands some respect and more money. All right. Very well, Effendi. You will make me a poor man while you enjoy yourself with my fruit. You can actually overpay, I think, too. So... 1,000 thanks, and may you enjoy each delicious bite of your purchase. You pay for it and put it away in your pack. All right, let's see what the other guy sells, too. Because I'm not really sure. Water skin, which we have one of. Zebra skin. Ooh, what's the zebra skin for? I bet you I'm going to need this for a quest later. We'll go ahead and buy one. Nods in response. So we heard the little chime. That's supposed to be our notice that we gained points, I think. We'll pick up a water skin as well. All right. The Quest for Glory 3, The Wages of War, version 1.1, copyright 1992. Yep, I'm looking for points. Game designers, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of people involved in this. The first team was really small, but they got much larger over time. And now back to the land of Tarna and the Quest for Glory 3. You have a war to prevent. What was that?
I don't know, 202 area code.
I don't either, actually. Here we go. Puzzle points, 20. I don't know what the max is. Usually it's like 500 or something, but I don't know if that's really the max or not. All right, so we have made 2 purchases. We can return to the bazaar. There is something... Oh, I think I remember what I need to do. Hang on a minute. I want to say I need a bottle to store the honey. I think I do. They're cheap, like just a few commons. Oh, I can purchase honey. So we'll buy honey. Olive oil for cooking fine foods. Oil for sale. We'll pick up some olive oil. May you slide easily and quickly through life, Effendi. That's a weird thing to say. Look at this stuff. You ever see any better partially used items anywhere? A tinderbox. Yes, we're going to purchase a tinderbox.
And he has his sunshine.
Alright, so we have throwing daggers. I'm not going to buy any of those. A fine spear and a fine dagger. We'll go ahead and pick up both of them. Oops. There we go. It bugged out there for a second. It is good. You are happy. I am happy. We have done well. Alright. No thanks. Alright, so we visited the inn, we visited the apothecary, we've been through the bazaar, we made purchases there. I forget what... This is Krish's place, the magic user, Rashik's life mate. Let's go up and visit the top of the temple. We're going to come back and talk to her later. She actually sells potions and magic and things like that. God, this music is just amazing. You enter a huge hall dominated by what must be a statue of Sekhmet. The air is smoky and filled with odor of strange spices. You feel as if someone or something is watching you. Here we go. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what the delay is, the file system within DOS. It always seems to have a little bit of a lag. I don't know if that's the game or if it's just the way it emulates the file system in DOSBox or not. How dare a human defile the sanctity of the Temple of Sekhmet? Begone! Do not presume to question me, human. I am the high priestess of the great goddess of Tarna, Sekhmet. Go! Gee, she's really nice. In my temple, you will speak only my words, not your own, beloved. Ooh! Human, doer, changer of worlds, releaser of darkness, thou hast not been judged, and a future cannot yet be weighed. Yet thou hast already created a future for weal and woe. Or, excuse me, weal or woe. I'll get my words right eventually. Oops. For the darkness before us rises from the darkness behind you, and you must confront that darkness. We skipped a line of dialogue, sorry about that. I got a little itchy on clicking. Yet more I cannot see until you are judged. Leave us now and return with the gem of the Guardian. You shall then be weighed and judged, and a future can be seen. That artwork is just awesome, the glowing red eyes when he blinks. When you have been judged, we will reveal a future for you to make or unmake. Now, I think the priestess is probably blown away by the fact that the statue actually wanted to talk to the human, and she's all, like, upset. How dare you be here? Yeah, neener, neener, neener. Do I? Yes. Ah, they must be finished getting to know each other again. Good day, young prince. I hope that your experiences with the Council of Judgment did not upset you. Honor is very important to Liontars. Most Liontars would rather die than be considered without honor. Oh, crap. I missed a dialogue. Hang on a second. Rakesh intends to pledge his honor to bring peace. If war does occur, he can never again enter Tarna. As Rakesh would say, I do not know if there can be peace in Tarna. I only know that I must try to create peace in Tarna. Rakesh is speaking with Raja now. He will return here later, if you wish to speak with him. You realize you do not how special... You realize, do you not, how special Rakesh is? The only ruler of Tarna to walk away from the throne, the only Liontar to become a paladin. You and I are very lucky to know him. Rakesh was king of Tarna for some 15 turns of the sun ago. He gave up his rule to rid the world of the demon wizard. Wizard? The demon wizard, which Rakesh defeated, had many powers. It would not greatly surprise me if that same demon wizard is the cause of all our problems now. It did swear revenge, after all. I haven't done the Legends of Kyrandia. Actually, while we're at it, let me take a look, because I'm not immediately familiar with it. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it is on GOG. Book 1. Oh, yes. Already looking at the screenshots, I can tell you you're very much right about that. It is very Quest for Glory-like. Brighter colors, more Monkey Island colors than Sierra colors. I'll have to look into those a little more closely. That actually looks like it might be something worth us getting into as well. I mean, honestly, any of the point-and-click adventures I'd likely be interested in doing. I have a particular interest in completing ones that I never finished or never got to play as a kid. Just either didn't have the time or the money, or maybe at the time and interest. And I also want to get into some of the more cult classic ones as well. Because those are the ones that I likely never would have been interested in to begin with, only to find out later that, hey, they were really good games. They are hard games, especially Part 2. Okay, well, hard's not a bad thing. I mean, I managed to get through Tomb Raider 3. Rakesh became a paladin through his actions and beliefs. It is difficult at times being life mate to a paladin. The paladin tends to travel wherever he is needed. It is so seldom Rakesh and I have a chance to be together. Same here, that's what I've been doing. Playing new PNCs, yes. Well, I don't know if you guys had rated in before I said this. One of the things that I want to do is once we finish Quest for Glory, is I'd like to do the Laurie and Corey Cole game that they created about, I don't know, 8 or so years ago, called Hero U. And it's available on Steam. I think it's available on GOG, but I do have it on Steam, and I've started playing it but never finished it. It is basically the heart and soul of it is Hero's Quest, or Quest for Glory. But it's a totally different story. The same concept. You have that on your wish list. It's fun. My daughter actually played it. She was really having a good time with it.
What's that?
The Hero U.
You played it.
Yep. Over at my mother's. So that's definitely worth looking into. You played the demo and had a laugh, right? It is. It's fun, and they've got a lot of the same kind of humor, a lot of the same kind of Easter eggs, some of which hark back to Sierra, as well as the Quest for Glory series, the Hest for Glory. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Whatever the words are, they'll eventually come out of my mouth.
Whatever the words are, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, whatever the words are, that's what I'm saying, but don't take me for my word. As you can tell, the Council of Judgment consists solely of female Lyantars. This is because it is assumed males are too emotional to make rational decisions. If you paid any attention to U.S. Politics, that's actually the opposite of what politicians have been saying for decades. Mainly because they're a bunch of misogynist jerks, but you know how that goes. Speaking of Sierra, did you check out the Sierra documentary that came out last year? I did not. What is there? I didn't know there was one. Or did I? Let's see here. The Sierra documentary. Let's see. Oh, it's on YouTube? Is that the same one? Let's see. So it's about 40 minutes long. Does that sound right? This is the title of the video. Came out May 1st. Wow, my birthday. May 1st of last year. Is that right? Or I can actually just give you the link that give you the same thing, right? There is a bug as a cursor. It's a, what do you call it? No, I don't think that's the same thing. Okay, yeah, definitely, if you can. I'll be happy to because I'd love to watch that. Sierra has a really fascinating history, because most people, like myself, were only really familiar with them being the point-and-click adventures that we know, like King's Quest and Quest for Glory and Space Quest. But the truth is that they were around all the way back into the late 70s, and they were doing adventure games in text and in vector. And the thing about it is that they were also doing some rather risque stuff as well, like soft porn. So it's really kind of funny where they came from. But what I had recently read, and I'm sure it's probably in that documentary, was that they were commissioned by IBM, was it 84, I think, or something like that, to create King's Quest, what maybe not by name, but to create a game, ultimately, for the sole purpose of displaying the power of the PC, the IBM PC. Pong and Vree, yes. But they also made Haunted House or something like that. 361 pages. Gotcha. Oh, you're talking about the book itself. Okay, so it's an actual book. The Sierra Adventure. The Story of Sierra Online. Oh, okay. A legendary computer game company, Sierra Online, developer of industry-defining titles such as King's Quest, Quest for Glory, and Leisure Suit Larry.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah, we're going to come back to that. Definitely come back to that. I'll have to look into it a little bit more and yeah, Breakout. I was wondering what Reach Out was. By the way, Bernhardt, for some reason I saw purple, even though it was like twice as long as Cirrus. I, for some reason, didn't realize that was you saying that. But yes, you're right. They did a lot of stuff in the 70s that were not necessarily Sierra. They were, like, I guess, developers for games for other companies that were trying to produce it on a different platform, like Apple for the most part. But they did a few games. There was, oh crap, what was her name? I can't even think of their name now. Let's see if I can find it. Ken Williams is Roberta Williams. Roberta Williams did a haunted house game for Apple, and it was done, Mystery House, not Haunted House. It was called Mystery House, and it was originally released in 1980 for the Apple II. That's a long time ago. I read a little excerpt from the book that a website posted a few months ago, and there was some crazy stuff that they mentioned. I can imagine. I mean, any kind of an art house, usually there's some pretty wild adventures that they have. Not necessarily family-friendly wild adventures that they had. But that's artists. I mean, really, people who really got into art. Most game design nowadays is not so art-heavy in terms of the team. They might focus on certain types of art, but for the most part, it was, you had a small team of programmers that were developing games like this, but then you had this huge team of artists who were creating everything from dialogue and graphic arts and animation and things like that, but a lot of it was very much graphical arts because there's all these little details. It's like doing frame for frame animation, basically. Nowadays, a lot of animation is based on, if you don't do it through motion capture, which you still tweak, but if you don't do it through motion capture, you're basically creating a line of movement and saying, just go from here to here. It got some reviews. Seems 4.8 out of 5. Well, even 4.28. Yeah, 4 plus anything really is pretty awesome if it's out of 5. I mean, that's 80% or better. To get that good of a score. I don't think she's willing to sell... Oh, wait. Remember that Rakesh will be making the Pledge of Peace before the Council. Should you choose to explore the Savannah, please stay within a day's journey of Tarna. So I didn't mean to leave yet. I need to go back. I need to see if she'll sell me anything. She sells some of the... Oh, crap. Welcome, young hero. You will find us in the back parlor. Oh, really? There's another room here? Where's the back parlor? Aw, how sweet. Hello again, my friend. I'm sorry you had to experience Tarna's justice in such a manner. Crime is not common here. Rakesh and I were speaking about the Pledge of Peace and your journey to the Simbani village. The justice of Tarna may not seem harsh at first to an outsider. To call someone honorless is more than just a name-calling here. A person judged to be honorless is no longer treated as a living creature. An honorless one is totally ignored, and no one will speak or sell anything to them. The honorless will have no place to stay, no friends, and no food. Usually, such a one will sneak off with the first caravan that leaves this land. Now, though, there are no caravans because of the war. I feel very sorry for that former thief. He will not survive being honorless for very long. There is seldom any crime in Tarna. Justice is harsh. The gates of Tarna are almost always open. They have only been closed once in my lifetime, when hordes of demons attacked. It must have been truly something to see those massive bronze gates opening to reveal the warriors of Tarna. The demon horde was soon driven off by our Liontar fury. This was when Rakesh was king of Tarna. I had to give up the throne of Tarna in order to drive the demon wizard from this world. Otherwise, the Liontars who died driving off the demons from Tarna would have died in vain. The demons would only have become more powerful and then attacked Tarna again. I intend to pledge my honor to bring peace to Tarna. By this act, I hope the Council of Judgment will hold off making any decisions about going to war until we have a chance to do something. I am hoping we can get the leaders of the Simbani and the Leopardmen to speak before the Hall of Judgment and thus end forever this talk of war. What if you cannot bring peace to this land? I am certain with the help of the Prince of Shapir that we can bring peace here. He is a true hero, and I am proud he is with us. If we do fail, however, I do not think I will have time to regret my loss of honor. This will be a very bloody war if the demons are behind it. Few will survive this encounter. Don't forget to use your channel points to help complete the challenge. Yes. Hey, Pixie! You guys are gonna kill me with that, you know? I'm gonna be a nervous wreck. It'd be like I drank an entire pot of coffee in 5 minutes.
Hey, long time no see. Hello.
How you doing? Magic is not permitted in the city of Tarna in order to protect those without it. I may work magic only inside this house. The Simbali...
Inconceivable!
The Simbani despise magic and will have nothing to do with it. The Leopardmen use magic extensively. They use it to shape change, they use it to attack and defend their village. Damn, pulled out a lurk. How are you, man? I haven't seen you around too much. I mean, you're always in everybody's chats, but you've been quiet lately. I hope all is well. I hope you've been doing well, not freezing to death here in this rather chilly time of year. The Simbani have been Tarna's ally for many years. They supply us with meat and trade for cloth and jewelry. The Simbani village is a day-and-a-half travel from here. You and I will travel there after I pledge peace before the Council of Judgment. You are grand, thank you, of course. Yeah, we already talked about that. The village is a day and a half. Okay, so I think we're done with that conversation. I can't give her money, so I can't buy anything from her yet. But we can step away. Should be getting close to nighttime, I think. Excuse me. Ooh, 9 puzzle points. My communication has risen. By the way, as we progress through the game and use our abilities, whatever those abilities may be, those skills will increase slowly. So as I keep talking to people, my communication skill increases. When we've had a skill point increase, it will turn that section red. So we will continue to work these skills throughout the entire game. That's why this is red, because I gained 9 points since the last time. And this is 125 because we gained since the last time I looked at it. Oh, so like Oblivion, etc. If you use it, skills the level, use a skill, it levels it up. Exactly. This was, Dungeons and Dragons, the Gold Box adventure games didn't have a skill up system like that. Your skills were just simply what they were. But let me see, I'm trying to think. But I don't know what the first game was that did that. Maybe Ultima? I'm not really sure. I haven't really played the Ultima series, so. God, I love the artwork in this game. we're about to make an adventure towards the Simbani village. At this point, we're just killing time because I can't do a lot. I mean, I could go explore the jungle, but I don't really want to do that now. I mean, either Oblivion was the first Elder Scrolls game I played too. I do want to do I want to do Daggerfall, Elder Scrolls 2. Tried going back to Morrowind, but I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I know the first, second, and third one, especially the second one, was exceptionally long and very hard. You order a meal. I will bring your meal right out. But yeah, Daggerfall, Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall is on my list as a bucket list game. Probably take me a few months to finish that one, especially only playing them on Fridays. So while I want to play it, I haven't necessarily jumped at it. I've actually got it installed, and I have a great mod installed for it too. Here is your feast. May it please you. The second one is particularly brutal and controls by default. This food looks strange, but smells delicious. I'm actually kind of hungry myself. It's called pepperoni. You pay the welcome woman for your meal. Be welcome and may you enjoy it. Oh, I wanted to talk to her some more. You can keep flirting with her. I don't think you can really change anything in the relationship between the two of them, but you can actually flirt with her, and it's quite humorous. It was very tasty, even if it was a bit strange. So I'll tell you what. Sit down and see if she'll come out and talk to me again. Work on the dialogue skills. Alright. It has been very busy here already. It will be nice to lie down again on a soft bed. You will free us from the terror of war, will you not? He one who speaks of peace? Well, I'm gonna slink back into the shadows a bit. Well, I appreciate it. I really thank you so much for being here, Pixie. You have a good day, alright? Yeah, we've already talked about that. Oh, I can't get her to... No one seems to be listening. Alright, so we're gonna head back out of the city here. I probably should go explore the jungle. I can go to the gates, but I don't really see the point of it. I don't think I can actually go into the throne room. I think it'll let me. Yeah, it's gonna bar my entry. None may enter unless requested to do so. Well, you just be that way, buddy. Jeez, so rude. Alright, before we head out of the city gates, let's save it. Oh, this music. so I probably just encountered an enemy. Yeah. Probably gonna die. Or is it just something I clicked on? Okay. Not an enemy, it's just I let him run around until he stopped. That's all. It's day 2, so that means we need to go... Tarna. I love that transition music. I don't remember how to trigger the transition. Okay, so I haven't been requested to do so yet. Let's see. Go see if Rakesh is in here and talk to him. He'll find us in the back parlor. Hello again, my friend. Yeah, we've already had that conversation, so we're not going to really go through it again. Funny thing is, I didn't see the day-night cycle run, so maybe... Actually, can I go this way? Does that take me to the city gates as well? Maybe so? Yeah. So we'll run back out into the jungle and just kind of run around in a circle. You don't want to be late for your meeting tomorrow. You head for your room so that you will be well rested. All right. So it's going to force us into it. He takes a nap. The moon. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You get up just in time for your meeting and quickly head to the Hall of Judgments. "2 months ago, the Sambani requested that we aid them in their war against the Leopardmen. It was a decision of this council to send emissaries to the Leopardmen to determine their grievances. The peace mission was ambushed at night by creatures or beings unknown. Evidence in the account of the sole survivor of the ambush, Khatib Mukarrim, indicate the Leopardmen. A warrior of Tarna, Rishika Dar Krisha, was discovered missing from the bodies of the emissaries. Signs in the scent indicate some sort of struggle, and then all trace of Rishaka was lost. Rishaka Dar Krisha is presumed to be dead or else a prisoner of the Leopardmen. It is our duty to seek revenge upon the Leopardmen for those who are lost. The Lion Tars had no business involving themselves in the deeds of humans. The peace mission should never have occurred. It is the duty of all those in Tarna to care for her people, and the humans are as much the people of Tarna as the Lion Tars. The warriors of Tarna desire revenge and the right to gain honor through battle. There is no honor in war, warrior of Tarna. There is only death. My magic indicates that there are signs of demonic activity. If the demons are involved, it is they who are the enemy, not the Leopardmen. Council of Judgment, I, Rakesh Sa Tarna, stand before you. I swear by my honor to prevent the war and to bring peace to all Tarna. Rakesh Sa Tarna has sworn by this honor to bring peace to Tarna. If he fails, he shall be deemed honorless and shall be banished from Tarna forever. Do you, Prince Shapir, also swear by your honor to bring peace? Yeah. The council will respect the honor of Rakesh Sa Tarna and allow him time to fulfill his oath. King Raja orders Rakesh and the Prince of Shapir to meet with him in his chambers immediately. Raja Sa Tarna, I stand before you. Rakesh Sa Tarna, you stand before me in honor. For the moment. Rakesh, you are so besotted by humans that you pledge your honor for them? What in the name of Sekhmet do you think you are doing? I have always pledged my honor to save lives, my lord. You human, do you understand what it means to pledge honor? I was expecting it to ask me yes or no, but it didn't do it. Does this one have no tongue with which to speak? He understands what he has pledged, Raja. How can he understand honor if he can't even understand I asked him a question? Oops. I care greatly for you, Raja, and respect you as well. However, if I feel that Tarna must go to war, it shall go to war. Even if I must strip you of all honor, Rakesh, Tarna will go to war. I think you're right. I think I can click on myself, and I just didn't do it. I only request that you wait until my friend here and I have done all we can to prevent this war. I will wait, but you do not take too long. If the Simbani march against the Leopardmen, I intend that Tarna shall aid them. You human, do you have anything further to say? You speak to Raja about meaning of honor. Do not speak to me of honor, human. I am a Liontar. Rakesh, I cannot understand why you risk your honor and life for humans. You could stay here in Tarna as my advisor or lead my armies as a commander. To risk everything for peace is beyond my understanding. This is an old argument between us, Raja, mother's son. Must we fight in front of my friend? Human, leave us now. But you were right. How's it going, Jip? You were right. It's been a while, so I gotta leave before he yells at me. Oh, there he goes. You now leave to meet Rakesh again outside the city gates. Alright, here we go. So we make our trip to the Simbani village. It feels very good to be back in my homeland, my friend. This is the savannah, the high grasslands that teem with animals. These weren't they? There are few animals which will bother a traveler here. The zebras and other herd animals will avoid you. Even the tigers will seek other prey. However, there are things that are not quite animals. They have little fear of humans and may attack. The field guide to Eastern Fricana will help you, so study it well. I will be using my skills as a paladin to avoid danger. As a paladin, more in tune with the essential rightness of the universe, he gains certain new abilities. Oops. I accidentally clicked the button. I have been a paladin for a long time now, ever since the demons last invaded this land. We must prevent this war between people, and drive back any demons to the world from which they came. There's the Simbani village there. You are but a new paladin, but already your powers grow with each act of kindness. Sure is a chatty lion. The first thing a paladin learns is how to make his sword glow with the blue fire of honor. This adds to your weapon's damage and allows it to harm things that cannot be harmed with normal weapons. It is getting dark, and this looks like a good place to camp for the night. It is always best to have a campfire at night. It drives off many things. If you don't own a tinderbox, I would advise you to purchase one when you return to Tarna. I was smart enough to get one. Rakesh starts a fire, and you share some food and brought with him. Then you both lie down to sleep. Welcome in, Gypsy. How are you doing? I like that. Gypsy. I didn't pick it up just reading it until I actually said it. That's... Good morning, my friend. Let's continue our journey to the Simbani village. I like creative names like that. You read them, you don't really pick up on them until you say it, and then it has a whole new sound. As you have gained an experience and spread goodness, the next skill you will gain is the power to heal. This gift of healing can be used upon yourself or others. However, it pulls upon your inner strength and cannot be used if you allow yourself to become weakened. As you grow more in tune with the essential rightness of the universe, you will be able to feel the rightness of all things. You will be able to sense when danger is near. I chose Paladin. I started out as a wizard originally and chose Paladin at the end of 2 and chose so when we got into 3. When you have done much good, you will be able to protect yourself more fully. Whenever your sword is filled with blue fire, you shall be surrounded by an honor shield. This helps protect you from physical and magical harm. The more honorable acts you do, the greater your abilities. We are nearing the Simbani village, so I will speak more about being a paladin later if you are interested. You forgot about save imports. Yeah, that was one of the coolest features ever to me with this game. Abari Mzi Mingoji? Nguji? How do you pronounce it? Zuri Lionman. Rakesh, it is good to see you. It is good to see you, Ngoji. I have here a friend and brave warrior from afar to see the wonders of your village. Vari Buana. This be the place where our tribe makes a home during the dry season. Behold the village of Simbani, from the pen where the injured cattle stay, the huts we sleep, and the places where we work and play. Enter and be welcome. Fermata, welcome back. How was your walk? We are most honored, Yoji, to enter your village. Kwaheri. Kwaheri Simba Rakesh. Kwaheri Buana. No more chatting with him, I see. Looks like Uhura and Simba are there. Narrated Scooby. Yeah, I can't say that in Scooby speak. Hujambo. Hadujambo Uhura. Hujambo Simba. You both look healthy and happy to be home again. Worked up a good sweat, yeah. But you said it was really hot there before, so I don't doubt that. It's very good to be home. I'm happy to show you both the way to the Simbani. We are honored. Come then, we will meet with the leader of Simbani, the Laban. Liban? Liban, I guess. Habari Liban Gamba. Kuma, I cannot pronounce that. Yeah, Uhura. Hi. Just say hi, Uhura. Liban, I, Uhura, warrior of the Simbani, be standing before you with 2 warriors from far lands. Habari, warriors. Yo, dudes. How's that? Hey, man, Liban. This is good to see you again. Great leader of the Simbani people. It's so great to see you, warrior Rakesh. Liban, I have come here to bring peace of your people and the leopard men. I have sworn this by my honor. Zuri warrior Rakesh, bring the leopard men chief to his knees before me, and you shall have this peace you pledge. What has caused this great anger for the leopard men, Liban? The leopardmen have always been our enemies. They be sneaky and not to be trusted, for they only travel at night. The worst of all, that they be using magic. The leopardman is the enemy. If the Simbani be seeking a lost calf in the jungle at night, then the leopardman uses magic against him. A Simbani cannot fight magic, so he must retreat. The leopardman will not meet the Simbani in a fair fight. The leopardmen will always be our enemies, and now they have made us call to war. They stole down from us the spear of death, and for that they shall die. And they will no longer be our enemy. There are ways to resolve the conflicts between the Simbani and the leopardmen, other than through waging war. I would like to see you, Liban of the Simbani, and the chief of the leopardmen speak your grievances before the Hall of Judgment in Tarna. Perhaps there can be a peaceful resolution of conflict. No, Rakesh, the spear of death is stolen, and we will fight to regain our pride. The worth of the spear will be paid in blood, not words. Thank you for that follow, Gypsy. I appreciate that. I have spoken. Qua Harini Liban. Farewell, Liban. The Simbani may we yet meet again. In peace. You walk back to Uhura's hut and rest and discuss things before the evening. It is good to be back in your own hut again, is it not, Uhura? Yeah, so your morning when you start. Good, very good, but Simba, well worth leaving my home for. The Liban was most gracious to see us, yet I felt as though we were not welcome. I do not understand, for I have always respected him. How did we offend him, Uhura? I be not knowing, Rakesh. The Simbani have lost much honor with the stealing of the Spear of Death. Still, for the Liban to not listen to your words of peace be not right. Perhaps he will listen another time. It be time be sitting too much. Maybe we go out to the village. The villagers be waiting to see you again, Rakesh. They be killing a young bullock in your honor, and the blood be very fresh. The Simbani celebrate your arrival with meat, milk, and dancing. It is late when you finally make it back to your hut. We were treated royally by the Simbani. That was meat from the Liban's own herd. I will head back to Tarna at first light, find out what we can about what is going on. I do not think the Liban told us everything he knows. If you can find the Spear of Death, we may be able to convince the Liban that war is unnecessary. Good luck. Do whatever you can to win the respect of the Simbani. We will undoubtedly need their cooperation to restore the peace. Bring up the save here. There it is. I love the fact this has autosave. That's really cool. Simbani Village. Alright, so I'm going to save it here. I am really sorry. Number one, I need a stretch break. I'm a little hungry, so I might snag something to eat because it's actually, well, it's after 11 o'clock and I'm actually kind of hungry. I didn't quite eat breakfast when I got up. And I need to take a quick bio. So we will do that. I'm going to put this into the Be Right Back. However, I'm going to mute the game audio so we can have a little jazz to go on. So if you don't mind, be right back.